Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna peel back the layers, pun intended, on a kitchen hero that's in pretty much every pantry on Earth garlic. It seems so simple, right? But this little bulb is hiding some seriously amazing chemical secrets. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so think about it for a second. A whole, untouched clove of garlic, you can barely smell a thing. But the instant you chop it or press it with a knife, boom, that powerful, unmistakable aroma just explodes into the air. What in the world is happening in that split second? And this right here is what we'll call the pungent puzzle. An intact garlic clove is just sitting there, minding its own business. It's only when you damage it that it unleashes its true power. We've all been there. You're making dinner, you put your knife on the clove, give it a quick smash, and just like that, your kitchen is filled with that potent, spicy smell. But here's the thing. That smell was never meant for you. It's actually a declaration of war. That's right, that famous, delicious aroma is really a highly evolved chemical weapon. It's a defense mechanism, a little shield designed to protect the plant from getting eaten by bugs and other pests. So, how does it actually work? Well, inside every single garlic cell, there are two key ingredients that are kept completely separate. You can think of them as being locked in different rooms. In one room, you've got an enzyme called alliinase, and in the other, a compound called alliin. As long as those cell walls are up, they never, ever meet. But the second you crush, chop, or chew that clove, you're literally breaking down those walls. Alliinase and alliin are suddenly thrown together, and a crazy fast chemical reaction kicks off. That enzyme immediately starts converting the totally odorless alliin into a brand new, super potent compound called allicin. And when I say fast, I mean lightning fast. This whole reaction is basically done in 30 seconds. That's the evolutionary genius right there. When a plant is under attack, it doesn't have time to think. It needs an instant, powerful defense, and this is it. So, this allicin, this brand new molecule, is the true star of the show. It's the source of that signature smell we all know, and it's also what gives raw garlic that spicy, almost burning sensation on your tongue. And allicin is a really talented defender. It's not just stinky, it's actively painful to pests. It triggers something called the wasabi receptor in pain-sensing neurons. Yeah, it's literally the same biological button that makes wasabi and mustard feel hot to us. For a little bug, that's a huge stay-away sign. It can even be used to stop other plants from growing too close. It's an amazing little arsenal. But this powerful chemical weapon has a very, very well-known side effect for us humans. You know, long after the delicious meal is over, the battle wages on, in the form of garlic breath. So why can't you just brush your teeth and be done with it? Well, because the smell isn't just in your mouth. When you digest garlic, that allicin breaks down into a few other sulfur compounds. One of them, called L-O-methyl sulfide, or AMS for short, gets absorbed from your gut right into your bloodstream, and from there, it goes everywhere. And this is exactly why that smell is so hard to get rid of. Your body has to get the AMS out somehow, so it sends it to your lungs, where you breathe it out, and get this, it sends it to your skin, where it comes out through your pores. That's right, you're not just breathing garlic, you're kind of sweating it too. And that can go on for hours. Okay, but don't worry. The same science that helped us understand the problem also gives us some pretty delicious solutions. There are actually specific foods you can eat that help shut down these smelly sulfur compounds. So, what works? Well, you've got a few options. First, raw foods, like an apple or some fresh mint or parsley. They have enzymes that help break down the sulfur compounds. Then you've got things like green tea or lemon juice, which are packed with polyphenols that neutralize the smelly stuff directly. And, believe it or not, a glass of milk can work wonders, because the fat and water combo is great at deodorizing those compounds. And here's a fantastic pro tip from the research on this. For the best possible result, don't wait until after you're done eating. Sipping milk while you're enjoying your garlicky food is way more effective. It helps stop the garlic breath before it can even really get started. So, we've gone from the tiny world inside a plant cell all the way to our own biology. Now, let's just zoom out for a second and appreciate the wild journey this little plant has taken through human history. Think about this number for a second. 72%. That is the percentage of the entire world's garlic production that comes from China alone. That one number tells you just how critical this one plant has become to the entire planet. I mean, it's incredible. What started out as a plant's little chemical trick to avoid being eaten has been totally embraced by us humans and turned into a cornerstone of cuisines all over the world. We literally took its weapon and turned it into our delight. So that leaves us with one last thought. The next time you're in the kitchen and you chop into a clove of garlic and that amazing smell fills the air, you'll know exactly what's happening. You're not just cooking, you are setting off a microscopic, lightning-fast chemical explosion. Kind of makes you look at it a little differently, doesn't it?